If you're one of those girlies who's always felt like you were meant to live a really big life, stop scrolling because I'm going to give you the step-by-step plan of how you're going to manifest it in 2024. And this isn't going to be one of those explanation but no application videos. I'm giving you literal resources and action steps to take on your own. So watch until the end. First of all, I want to preface this by saying everything that you want right now, there is literally already a future version of you that has it. So from this point on, I want you to assume that every single one of your wishes is actually just a memory from the future. Now, obviously the first step of manifesting your dream life is going to be getting clear on what the vision even looks like. And I have perfected a method of getting clear that's literally going to change your life. And it's called a vision book. It's basically a vision board, but in book format. Each section is a 2-page spread. You write what you're manifesting on the left side, and then you put pictures of what you're manifesting on the right side. Don't worry, because I've created a free vision book guide that you can grab for free from the link in my bio. It has step-by-step instructions for planning out your 2024 in every single area of life. From the questions you're going to answer on the left side, all the way to the specific pictures you're going to find for the right side. I did all the thinking for you. You're welcome. Now, here is the secret to this process. You want to imagine that you are already at the end of 2024 and everything you want has already come true, and you're just telling your vision book about it. Your wishes are just memories from the future. So think of this as you're creating a memory book for your 2024. So when you're thinking about your dream life and answering these questions, think from the end. Don't get lost in the middle. That's actually the second part. Once you get clear on your vision, for God's sakes, let go of the how. This is the part that trips people up so much, and I'm gonna explain to you why it doesn't make sense. Your logical mind could not possibly conceive of all of the infinite ways that your manifestations could come true. But the nature of the logical, analytical mind, which is basically your ego, likes to know, it likes to be in control and predict things. So it uses your memory, or the things that you've seen and experienced before, to extrapolate into the future and determine, okay, what is the likelihood of this thing happening? And if it cannot see a viable way to get there from where you're standing right now, it will not believe in it. But this is where your intuition comes in. Your intuition is the version of your consciousness that's in the 5th dimension where time is not real. So that part of your consciousness is literally looking at your entire life trajectory from a bird's eye view, and it can see exactly what steps you need to take and what corners you need to turn in order to get to where you want to go. And it pushes you to those things and pushes you away from the things that you're not supposed to be doing via your intuition, which means if you were to hypothetically just follow your intuition all the time, you would always be moving in the direction of what is on your vision book. So now here's what you're going to do so you can start using your intuition on a daily basis to take aligned action. You're going to grab your birth date, time, and location and generate your human design map. And then you're going to look at your authority, which is basically how your intuition comes through in your body. And before you start stressing, don't worry, because I've created a free guide for this too. Just head over to the link in my bio and grab the free intuition guide. Everything you need is literally in there. Once you have disengaged from the logical thinking and started trusting your intuition to take aligned action, then what you're going to do is implement an AM and a PM routine. As a manifestation coach, this is one of the first things I have all of my clients do. And the reason why is because what you do in the first 5 minutes after you wake up in the morning and the last 5 minutes before you drift off into sleep sets the energetic tone of your entire day. When you wake up in the morning and the first thought that comes to your mind is, oh my God, not this shit again, and then you start to feel bitter and resentful that you have to go to work, that vibration is going to continue to manifest throughout the day. Similarly, when you go to bed in a low vibration feeling like shit, you wake up in an even worse mood and then you have a really bad day. And that's because your subconscious mind controls 95% of your reality. And at those 2 key moments in the day, right when you wake up and right before you go to sleep, your subconscious mind is malleable. It's open and receptive to new energy, new information, affirmations, all that good stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to implement an AM ritual and a PM ritual every single day. It can be a simple 5-10 minute meditation. You can listen to an affirmation audio on the 1111 app, journaling, walking outside, and the more consistent you are, the easier it will be to maintain the vibration of the reality you want to invite in. Now, the last thing you're going to do is role play, aka my favorite part. You manifest based on who you are being in the present moment. The emotions and the thought patterns that you are emitting right here and right now, that's what's manifesting. So when you are thinking and feeling like what I call your 1.0 self, or the version of you that is living in this current reality, you will manifest more of this current reality. But when you are thinking and feeling like the future version of you, your 2.0 self, that already has everything that you want, you start emitting that vibration and manifesting that reality. So you need to have an alter ego that represents that 2.0 self so you can easily channel her energy. If you're trying to start a business, for example, think about the most successful business-minded version of you. How does she think? How does she act? How does she dress? How does she carry herself? What's her outlook on life? If you can create that alter ego, you can bring it to life on a physical, tangible level. This method is literally how I manifested a 6-figure business being featured in the news. Every morning when I would get in my car to go get my coffee, I would literally activate my 2.0 self. I would pretend I was already a 6-figure business owner, which by the way, I was flat broke when I was doing that. I would carry myself with a confident posture, pretend I was taking business calls in the car, thinking things to myself like, oh, I needed to call my assistant or I need to deposit all this money from last week's launch. It's literally playing a game of pretend, but because your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what's real and what's fake, if you fake it long enough, you will make it and it will become your reality, I promise. That's all I have time for in this video, but if you guys want a part 2, let me know because I have a bunch of other strategies I can share. I hope this was helpful for you. If you want to keep up with other resources, because I release free guides all the time, follow me on Instagram. I post them all on there.
How to have a bump-free and irritation-free shave down there. I've been getting a lot of DMs about that recently, so I'm about to do a video about it. You should be exfoliating regularly, we all know that. And you should be moisturizing regularly too. Exfoliate 2 times a week and moisturize after every shower. Y'all do be sleeping on products for babies. This is a daily regular moisturizer for babies and it's really good for diaper rashes. Anything from Bepantol is so nice. Also, the type of razor you use matters, and I'm gonna preach about this until I die. Use at least 3 blades and make sure that your razor can bend because you have a lot of crevices in that area. If you use a razor that has a still head, you will definitely cut yourself. You can exfoliate with salt scrubs and salt scrubs only down there because sugar scrubs will give you yeast infections. You can make a quick scrub out of your feminine wash and salt, or with coconut oil and salt, or just use a washable exfoliating glove, which is what I've been doing. Also, if you have ingrowns on your bikini line, glycolic acid toners are your bestie from now on, but don't use it more than 3 times a week. As always, queens, love you guys so much and hope to see you soon. Bye.
Lazy people are lazy because they're addicted to comfort, whereas discipline is the addiction and the obsession with discomfort. Discipline is all to do with your brain, and your brain is addicted to comfort because it's constantly in survival mode. Your brain is constantly running on the process of scanning things for danger in your environment. So if anything gives you anxiety, if anything seems difficult or is worrying you, it's going to give you all these difficult emotions, which is going to prevent you from going out to do that task. As a result, you no longer step out of your comfort zone to do things that are unfamiliar or uneasy. So really, it's as easy as ignoring what your brain is saying to you because you understand that it can't help but feel terrified at the thought that this is an unfamiliar venture that we have never done before. You push past that feeling and you try it anyway. And even though it's going to be really hard and you're not going to enjoy it and it's not going to be easy, once you've done it, your brain now has that little bit more of tolerance. That means the next time you have to do something that's outside of your comfort zone, your brain is a little bit more on your side. You go out and you do it anyway.
This is a concealer applicator. Let's see how it compares to my favorite concealer brush. You guys already know I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty concealer. I've been using this stuff like crazy lately. Then on this side, I'm going to go in with the concealer applicator. The tip of this thing is very squishy, and it's basically supposed to mimic the effect of blending in the concealer with your fingertips. Then on the other side, I'm going to apply the same amount of the Fenty concealer and then blend it in with this brush. This is from House Labs. This brush is so good, and I feel like it definitely blended in the concealer a lot easier. So here is the side with the concealer applicator and then the concealer brush. What do you guys think?
The panic years. That's how my 20s have felt anyway. A panic to be perfect, to have everything figured out before 30. A panic to stay ahead of the cost of living crisis, buy a house, all while staying present because you're only in your 20s once, remember? A panic when people's success on LinkedIn makes your stomach drop. Or a panic when
Girl, if you're finally ready to enter your It Girl era, these are the books that you need to read that will change your life. And these are the books that has helped me go from this to this within 2 years. This was definitely one of my first books when it came to self-help, and then this helped me gain confidence and stop being a people pleaser and a doormat. There are some things in here that I don't agree with, but this is great if you don't want to be a people pleaser anymore and you want to enter your It Girl era. This is for you. For the girls that listen to my podcast, you know I'm obsessed with The Mountain Is You. This is like your beginner guide to self-help, self-healing, understanding your subconscious brain, how to manifest when you're self-sabotaging. This is in that book. What I love is it's so relatable, and she gives so many examples for every area of your life when it comes to self-sabotaging, so definitely read this. I think everyone should read this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's so good for business, networking, especially if you're someone that wants to expand your network and learn healthy communication skills and how to communicate that. This is your best friend. Why has no one told me that we have attachment styles? I didn't even know this, but this book, Attached, has changed my way that I view relationships and friendships. I used to be someone that was so anxiously attached, and after reading this, I understand why. So this is game changer. Comment down below if you read any of these books, or if you have any other book recommendations, let me know. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
Day in the life of a girl who's making 2024 her bitch. I woke up at 8 a.m. this morning because I had to get ready ASAP so that I could film 2 YouTube videos today. I just quickly curled my hair and then I had this breakfast. I've been making blueberry baked oats and they are amazing. And then sat down with my coffee to film my first video. This is for my vlog channel. I filmed a Q&A get ready with me and this was the final look. And then I immediately sat down to film my next video, which was for my main channel. All in all, I spent 4 hours filming, sent the videos to my editors, and then packed my stuff and walked to a cafe. I bought my friend some flowers, did about a 20-minute walk, got there, did my admin, ate my lunch, did a solid hour of work before my friend joined me, and we had a really nice catch up, and then did the 20-minute walk back home. I spent an hour just deep cleaning the apartment, so changed the sheets, mopped the floors, did the hoover, literally everything, so it was completely spick and span for the week. And then I got changed because it's date night. I went to go meet my boyfriend. We went for a really nice Thai dinner together, and then we came back home and had a super relaxing evening to just wind down after honestly the busiest work week of my life. So this was a very necessary day of balance. Good night.
Here are things that every teen girl should know about SEX. Your parents don't feel comfortable telling you a lot, so we're gonna drop some tea so you are aware. Number 1 is pretty generic, but I know you need to hear it from me because I still have friends doing this idiot crap. You have to wear protection. Like, literally, you have to. I have multiple friends, who have gotten things! Like actual diseases, bro, or infections or whatever. You got to be smart. I want you guys to hear that from me because I'm coming from experience and coming from knowing people who have had problems. So protection is not a joke. Number 2, be comfortable waiting. There's no freaking rush. I don't know why on earth it's normalized to have it in high school. Unless you have a long-term boyfriend, baby, wait. There's no rush. I waited till I was 21. I wish I would have waited longer. The guy was nice, and I feel like it was my first time ever having a guy who really liked me, but I didn't know what that meant, right? Because when you're young, you get a flower handed to you and you're like, ah, I've never gotten a flower before. But really, give me 5 million flowers. Literally, I should be swimming in flowers by the time you get any of my flowers. Last, do not ever feel bad saying no. I used to struggle with this so much. I remember once in college, literally this guy wasn't even expecting anything of me, but I had to text my friend and be like, can you please come in? Because I struggled so much to tell guys no. I was able to completely change this, all by realizing that I am the prize. I don't owe you anything. In fact, you owe me to prove to me that you think I'm amazing as I think I am. You are worthy of someone to treat you like a queen, and SEX should be the last thing any guy gets from you. You guys know I kind of got on a tangent about what you deserve. I hope this video reminds you of your worth and gives you some advice on SEX. Love you so much, chicken butts. Bye.
If you're a first-time girlfriend, there are some basic girlfriend things that you have to learn. I'm 26. I've been in my puppy love. I did my kind of toxic love, so I'm just waiting for my secure love now. Anyways, here are a couple things that I learned. First of all, when they say that communication is key, you need to understand that men don't really think that much. I mean, like when they do a period at the end of the sentence, it's not that they're being passive aggressive. You said you're fine and you turned your body away, but they're not asking you why. It's not because they don't care about you. If you told them, oh, don't worry, babe, like I don't really care about Valentine's Day, we don't have to do anything, and he really actually doesn't do anything, it's not because he doesn't see you. They're just not mind readers. If you lead them on to believe that what you're saying is true, which it should be, they're just gonna take your word for it. So if you invite your boyfriend to something and you really want him to go, don't tell him you do whatever you want. Tell him it would mean a lot to me if you came out and supported me. You gotta be honest. The next thing is, if you're experiencing some jealousy with a girlfriend that your partner has, ask yourself, is this jealousy stemming from a place of insecurity at all? And if it is, you need to learn to be vulnerable with your partner, and it would be much better to communicate insecurity rather than being like, I just don't like you hanging around her. You don't want to put too many expectations on your partner, because the truth is they're not going to meet all your expectations, and that's when we start villainizing them in our head and we build resentment, and that's when your relationship just goes out the door. Being honest and vulnerable is like the toughest thing I've had to learn while dating, because no one likes admitting they're wrong. But girls, if you want a successful relationship, you gotta get in the habit of doing that.
You look lonely.
She said don't get too attached when she got ties to me. You say you look down for her, but that's not what this is.
Here's girl hygiene tips that I wish I knew sooner. Starting off with number 1, do not wear underwear to bed. Think about it this way, you're wearing underwear literally all day, and whether you're wearing tight things or not tight things, your cooch cannot breathe. That's why it's so important to allow it to breathe while you're sleeping. Number 2, if you're a girl who doesn't like wearing tampons, there's a number of different pads that you can use. When I was in middle school, I really didn't like wearing tampons, so wearing pads was like my only option. So when I literally found out that you can buy pads in thong form, it was such a game changer. Number 3, of course, is to not use any feminine products down there. This is so important because it can really throw off your pH balance. Instead of this, just try using antibacterial soap that has no fragrance, and this will help a lot.
This is the easiest way for you to figure out your proportions and dress for them. Put on some tight-fitting clothing and look in the mirror. And then find your widest part of your body and the smallest part of your body. And then when you're getting dressed, you want to avoid anything that lands on the widest part, because our eyes then follow that line down your body, making you look wider. So instead, opt for something that accentuates the smallest part of your body.
Normalize feeling sorry for people and then just moving the F on. Nothing can hurt me anymore because I finally understood that nothing is personal. So it doesn't matter how you speak to me, it doesn't matter how you try to put me down, it doesn't matter how you treat me. At the end of the day, the way I'm gonna pity you is the thing that's gonna get me over it. Because what do you mean you like to belittle others? What do you mean you want to take time out of your day to comment that hateful thing on that person's post? What do you mean you spend your days gossiping about people who don't even know you exist? The people out there that will gaslight and emotionally manipulate you can't help it. That's how they're wired. And when you realize that and the fact that nothing is personal, you just gotta feel sorry for them and be like, damn, like that's really the personality that you got given in this life. That's really the way you were raised. That's really how your trauma is controlling your every move. Jeez, like ouch. And then move on with your life.
You are not ugly, you are just sad. I'm gonna teach you how to actually glow up from the inside out. These are things that you need to know to have a real glow up. I'm talking about the type of glow up where people can literally see you radiating good energy. Like people can literally see you glowing. One thing that you really need to realize is that there is no such thing as competition, okay? One thing that insecure people do is that they put themselves in competition with literally everybody. And so they're constantly looking at things that they don't have, constantly feeling bad about themselves. You need to realize right now that there are multiple forms of beauty out there, and someone else's beauty does not take away from yours. I swear, once you stop putting yourself in competition with everybody else and you start just realizing that you are beautiful, your life and your confidence will literally skyrocket. Trust me.
But tonight I think I lost the plot instead. I said that I'd be cleared out my face. To the walls I knew they listened to me. The teachers always called it a shame. They say I don't have passion the same as I did a few years before.
Don't forget, I'm also just a girl.
I hate this about handmade press-on nails. Sometimes, even though they are my size, they just won't fit. But don't worry, I found the best solution to that problem. Just boil hot water and pour it directly into your glass. Press the nail that doesn't fit your finger onto the glass and wait for 10 to 15 seconds. Now you can adjust your press-ons to your actual nail without spending more money.
No, but why is everybody so confused about how to wash up down there? There are some girly tips I wish I knew sooner about my feminine hygiene. Duh. Sugar scrubs will give you yeast infections. No fucking doubt. If you see homemade remedies online, like put some yogurt up your fucking hoo-ha, whatever the fuck, no, absolutely not. You're supposed to eat the yogurt for prebiotics, bestie. Everyone gets so triggered when I say feminine wash. Do you know what I mean by feminine wash? It's some sort of soap that you use to clean that area. The outside of the fucking area and between the freaking flaps. Not inside inside the mijo. And I get a lot of DMs about how you're supposed to clean yourself up when you're on your period. This is how. The right feminine wash or soap that is unscented with no fragrances in it, something that has a pH of 3.5 to 4.5, no added colors, whatever the fuck, and also lactic acid in it is necessary to protect you from UTI. You might catch a UTI from sitting on a fucking toilet at school, in public, on a fucking airport, airplane, whatever. If you don't feel comfortable putting soap between the fucking flaps, then use some water, I don't care. Or you will grow fucking cheese. Like, open your fucking legs, you're gonna see lines of cheese. That is debris, that is sweat, that is that skin cells. Also, exfoliating the outside of your Hello Kitty is good if you shave a lot. The best method to this is using an exfoliating glove. Sugar scrubs are a no-go and salt scrubs are usually really good, but a lot of people find them a tad bit drying. So an exfoliating glove that you change pretty often is the key. I love you girly so much, and I want to let you know that I feel so special that you trust me that much and feel so comfortable with me that you DM me or fucking email me your problems about your feminine hygiene. I would never give out no names, but I will give advice and make a video about your problem. So love you so much, and I would like to see you later. So keep slaying. Mwah. Bye.
Here is how to smell amazing as a teen. Teenagers get a little sweaty, you know, and you guys don't want to be going to school smelling bad. Starting off in the shower, the first thing you always have to do is always exfoliation. A body scrub is what you need in your life. This is the Soap and Glory Flake Away body scrub, English, in the scent Rose and Beaumont. Let me tell y'all something. This smells so good. It smells mature and fruity almost at the same time, and then very strong with rose. This is like a 10 out of 10, and it's really, really, really good as well. I love it. I love it. I talk about Dove so much on here because they're 10 out of 10, but I can't help it. They're 10 out of 10. I always talk about their bar soap, but today we've got the exfoliating scrub. It's the macadamia and rice milk scent. This smells like straight up chocolate. I haven't even opened this up yet, and it smells like a hazelnut chocolate. It smells like Kinder Bueno. There we go. Of course, I've used this before. I've used both scents before, and it's really good. Like, it's so moisturizing as well. I don't know what it is about Dove, but they've got the game down on lock. Next, when you go in with your body wash, I definitely recommend Dove again, because there's a really, really good, and they keep your skin like soft, you know, that baby soft feel. This is their shea butter and vanilla scent. I love this one. This one's probably like one of my favorite from them, apart from the scent of their pink soap. This just smells like heaven. Like, you put this on, everyone's gonna be like, oh, you smell amazing, and I'm gonna say, I know, you're welcome. I also love their jasmine and coconut milk, because this smells so good too. This has like more of a fresher, clean scent, almost like a laundry scent. But if you know me, I'm obsessed with like cottony laundry scents. Like, I don't know what it is. I want to eat it. That's my issue. I genuinely want to put it in my mouth. So this for me is a 10 out of 10. I always recommend going in with a bar of soap when you wash, okay? Because it really strips your skin. I don't have mine with me right now because I'm not getting up to get that. That's long. But I always recommend the pink Dove soap because that smells so good, or just the original Dove soap. Okay, now if you want super duper soft skin but to also smell like really good, like baby fresh, Bioma products, they're just so good. They're really good for your skin, and on top of that, they smell like amazing. I don't know what it is. It's like crack. Is it crack they put in there? This is their body serum, and this is like super duper majuper hydrating, and the smell of it is like a lemony like baby powder scent. I don't know what it is, but they had it down with the scent. I can see why they hyped up. I'm just saying, everyone's using Bioma recently. I can see why. And then also their brightening body lotion. It has a very similar scent, but it just smells amazing too. I love layering up on scents. If you really want to smell strong, make sure everything smells exactly the same. On top of that, it's really, really good for your skin. It's literally a lotion for a brightening lotion, and on top of that, it's for dehydrated skin. So it gets rid of that dryness. We don't want dry, flaky skin. And you know me, I love body oils. I love body oils. Body oil when you fresh come out the shower is like probably the best feeling ever. I don't know what it is, but it just makes you feel so moisturized. Like, I just feel like I want to slip into silk sheets. This is the Soap and Glory body oil, and let me tell you something about the scent on this. It's like I can't even explain. It's still the same Rose and Beaumont, but like, I wish I could explain how good this smells, but you can't. You just have to go and try it yourself. Plus, this on my skin after a shower, you can't tell me. The next morning I wake up and I'm just jelly because I'm that soft. I just turned into jelly. Last but not least, always going with antiperspirant and not deodorant. If you sweat a lot, you want to block the sweat, okay? Not just cover up the scent. This is the one I like. I like the Nivea Pearl and Beauty. I also like the Nivea spray-ons. Nivea deodorants are so good to me. I always have those. And for perfect perfumes, if you want to smell expensive, you don't have to buy the big bottles. You can get really good dupes for like the same price of a good body spray. So you might as well just get the expensive perfume. This is a Baccarat Rouge dupe from Noted Aromas, and this, it smells so good. I love this. It smells really sweet, and I love sweet smelling scents and like kind of fruity scents. And it smells expensive and actually lasts. So yeah, instead of buying the body spray from Victoria's Secret, you might as well buy something that smells a bit more expensive and classy. Step up your game and smell different from the other teenagers, you know? And that is all, bestie.
Legs so smooth, you will definitely get a boyfriend after this video, girlies. I'm gonna show you how I get my legs as smooth as possible and as shiny as possible with a dry brush. I have been loving the dry brush because of the lymphatic drainage, but it also exfoliates my skin really well, and it's really convenient because you're doing it dry. Do this at least for 10 minutes before your shower, girly. After that, I like adding a little bit of glycolic acid on my knees because I want them bright and shiny. The last time I shaved my legs for 2 weeks ago, so please bear with me, guys. Shaved for you in my living room because I love you and I want to show you how it looks. This is the technique you should be using for your knees so you don't cut yourself, queen. Anyway, use a fresh blade and a high quality shaver so you won't get razor bumps or burns. Here is a little close-up for you so you can understand even better. I get a lot of questions about my razor. I got it from Leaf Shave. Finally, wash the soap off and use some sort of a baby oil or moisturizer. Love you, queen, so much. Mwah. Bye.